In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to modify response tone in Google Gemini. First, sign into Gemini using your usual Google account so you're working in your own workspace. Once you're in, open the conversation you want to use. This can be an existing thread where Gemini has already given you an answer, or a brand new chat if you're starting fresh. Keeping everything in one conversation helps Gemini keep the right context, so it can adjust tone and length without losing the original meaning. Now, the key idea here is that you don't need to rewrite the whole prompt to change how the response sounds. Instead, send a follow-up message that clearly tells Gemini how you want the response to feel and how long it should be. For example, if the original answer is accurate but a bit stiff, you can say, "Can you make that more friendly?" Gemini will keep the core content, but soften the language, add a welcoming tone, and often make the phrasing easier to read. If you're aiming for something more formal, especially for workplace communication or client-facing messages, try rewrite that in a professional tone. This guides Gemini toward polished language, clean structure, and a neutral, respectful voice while still preserving your key points. When you need clarity for a first-time learner, use "explain this as if I'm a beginner." Gemini will simplify jargon, introduce concepts step by step, and often include brief definitions so the explanation makes sense even without prior knowledge. You can also combine tone and length in one follow-up message. For example, after receiving a long, technical response, you might say, "Can you make that more friendly and concise?" If you need a fuller explanation, ask it to expand this into a clear, professional paragraph. The more specific you are about the audience and purpose, the better the result. Phrases like "for a general audience," for a quick email, or "for a beginner's guide" help Gemini align its style with your needs. If the revision goes too far in one direction, gently steer it back. You can say, "Keep the same points but use a more neutral tone," or "Keep the structure but make the language friendlier." Feel free to iterate a couple of times. Each follow-up builds on the last answer without you having to restate everything. And that's it. Log in, open your conversation, and guide Gemini with simple, clear follow-up prompts to adjust tone and length until it fits your exact use case.